Why I got divorced, part 2. So I actually just tried to record this and got so physically upset I had to calm myself down and restart. So let's try this again. I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. My ex-husband never really had a full-time job. I was the breadwinner in our marriage. And he would stay at home with the girls, So I'd get up early in the morning, go to work, and he would be absolutely awful about getting up in the mornings. Like it was terrible. It was like pulling teeth trying to get him to get up in the mornings. So every day I would call him about 10 or 11, make sure he was up. Probably closer to 11 or 12, actually. It'd be closer to 11 or 12. And he wouldn't be answering his phone. And his grandma lived about 5 minutes away from us. So what would happen would I end up calling her, and she would go to our house to make sure get him up out of bed so he could get our girls up. This was lunchtime, mind you. Well, this one time I'll never forget. His grandma was out of town on vacation, and I came home. I ended up coming home on my lunch break. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock, because the girls were sick. I was sick, but I still had to go to work, and he was still in bed. And my oldest was running a fever, so I wanted to go home and check on her because he wasn't answering the phone. And he was still in bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And she was running a fever, which isn't good if a child is running a fever and it's, they don't get medicine. They can have seizures. It's not good. And when I got home, this was before she could open the door. She was probably 2 or 3. When I got home, she was sleeping on her floor right inside of her door because she was trying to get out. But she had laid back down and fell back asleep right inside her bedroom. She was trying to get out and couldn't. On a whole other occasion, this is different day. I get a call from him. I'm at work, and he says, "Don't freak out." I said, "What?" He said, "Don't freak out. I got to tell you something." I'm like, "What do you mean? What?" He's like, "Just promise you're not going to freak out. I have to tell you something." I said, "Dude, what? What's going on?" "The police just brought our oldest back." "What?" "Well, she had gotten out this morning. I guess she didn't even try and wake me up and blah, blah, blah. She was, again, about 3 years old here. She later told me that day that she was hungry and couldn't get her daddy to wake up, so she wanted to go find me out the back door. She had gotten out the back door, and we lived on a busy street at the time, and she had crossed the street by herself. I said, "What would you have done if she got hit by a car?" I know. You don't have to make me feel any more bad about it." I got stories for days. Part 3.